Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. So, something came to my mind, so I figured I'd just say it while it's on my mind. Um, I know that a lot of people tell jokes, different jokes. Um, you know what I mean? Will do clickbait things to try to get themselves some attention. I understand that there are a lot of groups that deserve to be protected and deserve to be stood up for, and that, you know, everybody has somebody that'll stick up for them. Animal rights groups, all of that. I'm very much in support of protecting those who are not protected. But there's a specific group that my brain doesn't like hearing certain things about. You know, now as a black person, it's obvious that once I hear certain things, racial things about myself, about my people, it's bad. It's something that doesn't sit right with me. It feels, to a degree, I'd say racism attacks my ego, and I'm just speaking for my absolute self. I don't know how nobody else feel. I'm speaking for Brandon. That part of me that loves myself, that part of me that feels I'm maybe even greater than I am, you know, the vanity side of myself gets offended by racism as it pertains to being pointed in my direction, black person's direction. All right, so I just want to get that out there. I'm gonna always feel a way when I sense something that may be perceived as racism. However, I really, really don't like when black women are attacked. Now, that don't mean I always follow them on all that goes on in the community. It don't mean that I always agree with certain things. It don't mean that, you know, the only women I'll date is black women, none of that. I'm not speaking about sexuality. I'm not speaking about mates. I'm not thinking about none of that. I'm thinking about my mother, who's no longer with me. I'm thinking about my sisters who are. I'm thinking about my grandmother who's no longer with me. The women in my life who helped mold me happen to be African American. I do not like when people talk crazy about black women. I don't like it. Now, that doesn't mean I haven't said some things that I shouldn't have said in the past, or that I didn't deserve to get socked in my face for saying things about people that shouldn't have been said, whether it be this group or that group. Hey, look, I ain't no king. I am not an angel. I've got to continue to work as best I can to not only make sure that I'm saying the right things and feeling the right things, but also that I'm receiving information the way it should. When people are trolling, not to take it too far. When people are clickbaiting, not to think that it absolutely represents how they feel. Okay? So that's something that I need to continue to work on. But I'm telling you, it's something that really grinds my gears when I hear people like Fresh and Fit and how they sent their attacks at black women for attention. Tommy Sotomayor and the things that he said about black women in his come up. I don't know how these people feel in real life. I ain't never met these people. I don't think I'd try to talk crazy to these people when I meet them or confront them about this conversation or nothing. I leave it right here on this camera. I don't appreciate that. As a man with black sisters, a black mother, black grandmother, black friends and family, black exes, people that are still in my life to this day that have supported me, I don't appreciate it. Now, I don't like when anybody talk about any women. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just talking about my own personal pet peeve, something that really, really triggers me. I don't like it. So as I see people like those individuals that I just mentioned start to continue to gain notoriety, and I know that they got their start off of disrespecting black women, I will just tell you that I have no interest in supporting those people, standing next to those people, being around those people, or anything of that nature. If they see me, I want to stay on the other side of the street. Do you understand? Like, seriously. So I just want to put that out there. I don't think nobody should be talked down to. No group of women, nothing. I'm not saying black women are better than that woman or nothing. I'm just telling you what my pet peeves are. No different than I don't like olives on my pizza. This is about personal preferences. It pertains to things that I do not like. And what I do not like is that. Especially when it comes from black dudes. Especially when it comes from African American males. If it's coming from a racist person that don't look like us, then you just chalk it up into racism and you just leave it alone. But when it comes from somebody you know damn well was birth of a black mother or birth of a black father who had a black mother, that kind of thing I can't sit well with. Now, not everybody has the same relationship with their mothers. I think that's very important to say. Not everybody has the same relationship with black women. And I'm going to be honest with you. It was a black woman who put me through the worst traumas of my life. There's balance to be had even in this camera as I say this. The worst things that happened to me were done by black women. But that ain't changed the fact that the best things that happened to me were done by black women too. And I do not tolerate any black woman slander on my channel or in my presence. And as it pertains to the people, as I start to move around and do whatever it is that I do, I don't want to be associated with people like that. You support whoever you want. I'm not telling you not to watch people. I'm not telling you to pay attention to me when I say this. I'm just putting this out there, no different than anything else I have to say when something's on my mind. The black women slander, we ain't doing that here with BDL 44. And the people who support that, I ain't with you on no level. You stay over there. I couldn't be more serious. This is something that comes from my soul. I'm gonna go in my grave feeling the same way I do right now. Because at the end of the day, my mother, that's who comes to mind every time I hear that stuff that y'all be doing in whatever way you do it. That's who I think of. That's all I want to say. My name is BDL 44. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out.